24 hours until the transfer window opens up, and Hull City are already lining a few moves up in and out of the club, ready for some early dealings. We'll go through that and plenty more in today's video. Hello there and welcome back to the HullCityFanCentral YouTube channel, where today I say we'll be going through all of the transfer news and goodness from the past few days, along with some extra information that Hull City have announced and also others have gathered from behind the scenes over the past few days. So first of all, go through somebody who has already left the club, and that being Cyrus Christie. He was one of the players that didn't have their contract renewed at the end of last season, part of that retained list, and he's put this message out on his social media. Thank you to the fans, teammates and staff for the unwavering support at Hull City. It's been an honour to wear the jersey and represent this club. Wishing you all the best in the future. Well, we're wishing you all the best, Cyrus Christie. Hopefully that you can find a brand new club very soon and you can already get prepared and get working on whatever it may be and wherever you may be. Some incoming news into the academy, and it's not a player, it's part of the backroom staff. Chris Butt is the new head of academy goalkeeping. We've recently, as I say, a few days ago, lost our academy goalkeeping coach as he went on to go and see new adventures. I was a very senior member of the staff at Hull City. So Chris Butts joins us after having a quite impressive coaching career so far. Was at Chesterfield as their goalkeeping coach from January 2015 to October 2017. Sheffield Wednesday from October 17 to June 2022. And was at Sheffield United most recently from June 2022 to May 2024. So, welcome, Chris Butt, and hopefully you can do a fantastic job with our youth goalkeeping department. As I say, our youth goalkeeping department at the moment is quite healthy, quite a good standard of young goalkeepers we do have at the club. So, feeding on from that, Hull City have officially announced their first two pre-season games, both being domestic, and this appears to be the only two domestic friendlies that we will have this pre-season, as the club are setting adventures on a Turkey pre-season tour once again, with fans coming over to Turkey through the powers of Adrian Ilajali. So the two pre-season domestic ones are both away trips, one to Doncaster Rovers on Tuesday the 23rd of July, and that'll be a 7:45 kickoff. And then the other one on Saturday the 3rd of August against Reading, away at Reading, of course, as a 3 p.m. kickoff on that Saturday, as that one will be, I believe, the final friendly before the start of the season. Unless there's another domestic one to be announced, but I doubt it. I think that these will be the only domestic ones at the current time, is what they've said. New pitch. The new pitch has been fully laid down as of today. It's all down and it's ready for the rugby to take place on it on Saturday. So I'm sure by the time we come to see Hull City playing on the field this next season, it'll probably be a muddy patch looking like the back of the M25. But we will wait and see on that front. So before we go into the transfer news of players coming in, players coming out, we'll go into some boxes have been spotted at Tiger Leisure at the stadium, the MKM outlet of Tiger Leisure. A person on Twitter called Hull City Retro had posted a photo of loads of cardboard boxes at the inside of the shop, and they put this: new kit release pending. A horde of boxes spotted today at Tiger Leisure down at the MKM. Wonder if we're about to get a new kit release. I doubt it'll be the new kit release. They don't tend to do it this early, especially with us not having the retro kits for that long. I presume if it'll be anything, it will be the retro kits in their restock, as they had said there will be a restock within the coming weeks of them selling out due to a shipment issue. So I presume that will be it. So, should we crack into some transfer news? I think so. So, we'll first of all go into somebody who could be joining us, and then we'll go into someone who possibly could be departing us. First player that Hull City are heavily linked with, it appears, Adama Sidibeh. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. He currently is playing in the Scottish Premiership for St Johnstone. He's only played 10 games for them last season, grabbing 2 goals and 2 yellow cards in the process. But was a recent addition to them, joined in February of 2024, on the 1st of February, and then his contract doesn't expire for another 2 years, but Hull City are set to cash in on £500,000 is the current mark that has been reported, as he has been a real sort of shining stone. He's gone all the way from 7th tier non-league football with Warrington Rylands all the way up to St Johnstone on deadline day, and he's really propelled there in the few games that he's featured. He's part of the Gambian national side, and he's also propelled over there. He contributed with a goal on his debut in a 5-1 World Cup qualifying win against Seychelles earlier this month. So he's already doing big things internationally. He is on the radar, though, of many different teams, with Blackpool and Leicester City, Swansea City, already being teams that have rivaling interest in Adama Sidibeh. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. So we'll keep up to date on this one. We'll see if there is proper stakes in it. But at the moment, it seems like a very substantial cause for celebration, as a young, prosperous attacker, a striker being that, coming into the squad. And I'm sure that it will be a very good signing, and especially on a cheap deal like it is, it'll be a good pickup for Hull City. Reminding me a little bit of a certain Andy Robertson that we picked up from Scotland for a little bit of a cheaper amount. Managed to do wonders for Hull, and then sell him on for quite a little bit more. Maybe should have got a bit more from Andy Robertson, but we will not glaze over that at this current time. Player that could be departing Hull City, and that's James Furlong. He's only appeared once in a senior capacity for Hull City, and that being in that FA Cup replay against Birmingham City away at Birmingham. Of course, we did end up losing that game, but he was really a shining light in that game. Didn't feature at all, except in that one game under Rosinia, and that was one of Rosinia's signing, coming over from Brighton Hove Albion in a similar capacity to Aaron Connolly, trying to reshape his career, trying to give him that lifting stone, and didn't give him any game time to do so. He was a brilliant spark on that left-hand side. He was a deadline day signing in last August, so he was really destined to do something for Hull. He had the entire season at the club. I believe that he had a little bit of an injury issue halfway through, but nothing that should deter him from having any games whatsoever in the league. But he has been getting a bit of interest from NK Maribor. I believe that's how you pronounce the club's name. As they've got a bit of a surprise target interest for the young Republic of Ireland defender James Furlong. So we'll keep up to date on this one. Only small rumours at the moment from the Slovenian team. And of course, it could also be part of this wider expansion that Adrian Elajali is planning to do. I think this was one of the clubs that was named in that sort of in some of them reports where Adrian was saying that he's looking to create something similar to what Man City have, where they have the whole City Network or City Family or whatever it's called, where they have like a network of loads of different clubs. We tried to get it underway for quite a few seasons, haven't we now? Pretty much ever since Adrian taken over. So we'll see where that one leads, and if James Furlong does end up leaving Hull, I don't see it as being too much of a downer. I think that it is, because we haven't seen probably the best of him. We haven't seen what he can fully produce for a full season. Obviously not having the chances. But then, of course, you're going to think we're bringing in Ryan Giles, possibly. We've got Matty Jacob there at that left-back position. It's going to be a real tough one for Furlong to work his way in against two players who got the game time last season and did quite well at certain points under the game time. So we'll wait and see on that one. As I say, I'll keep you up to date on everything Hull City, all the transfer news and goodness as the window does open up tomorrow. So, I mean, we could start hearing proper announcements as of tomorrow, but I highly doubt it. I think that we will be waiting maybe a few weeks before we get the first official confirmation of a player coming in. or indeed of a player departing Hull. So make sure you like and subscribe so you do not miss out on anything Hull City, and I'll catch you in the next video. Up the Tigers!